The first map we'll explore is that of the 4 domains of experience. These 4 domains are physical, emotional, mental and existential or spiritual. The reason that we're discussing these domains as an introduction to the quadrants is that many people find the quadrants theoretically the most difficult to understand element of the integral model. Our aim is therefore to present the quadrants with a large number of concrete examples from the domains of experience as experiential reference points, hopefully making for a comfortable learning experience. The first domain of experience, the physical domain, is the domain that most people find the easiest to grasp. Understandably so, as much of our waking experience occurs at the level of our physical body. After all, we chew with our teeth, we walk with our legs, we grab hold of things with our hands, all very tangible experiences. But of course, that's not the limit of our human experience. We also feel a wide variety of emotions, such as surprise, anguish, pity and trust, which all arise in an emotional domain of reality that appears to be quite different from the domain in which we experience physical sensations. To get a sense of the experiential difference between the physical and the emotional domains, think of how it feels to suffer a physical injury, such as a fracture, and then think of how it feels to suffer an emotional blow, for instance when a lover unexpectedly ends a romantic relationship with us. For most people, such physical and emotional experiences occur in what appear to be different domains of reality. Still, as human beings, we don't just experience the physical and emotional aspects of reality either. We also exist in the mental domain, in which we experience phenomena such as thoughts, memories, imagination and ideas. To appreciate the way in which the mental domain is experientially different from both the physical and emotional domains, consider the difference between 1. A physical cut in our finger, and 2. An emotional blow of being insulted by a colleague, contrasted with 3. An example of mental suffering, such as lying awake at night involuntarily thinking the same thought over and over again for hours on end. For most people, this mental domain of experience too is located within a different register of reality, separate from both the physical and the emotional domains. Intriguingly, our human experience isn't merely confined to the physical, emotional and mental domains either. Indeed, we also possess the ability to be aware of our own awareness. This is why the Swedish biologist Carl Linnaeus coined the term Homo sapiens sapiens to describe modern humans, a term that means the human who knows that they know, in other words, the species able to reflect on their own awareness. The German philosopher Martin Heidegger later argued that humankind is the only animal species able to reflect on its mortality. According to Heidegger, this realization that we will one day die forces us as human beings to relate to the as of yet inescapable event of death, which expands our awareness into the existential or spiritual domain. Heidegger's claim that the human animal is the only animal species that has access to experiences within the existential or spiritual domain seems to be a little too absolutistic. After all, elephants are known to perform funeral rituals for their dead, and primatologist Jane Goodall has documented chimpanzees performing what appear to be worshipping rituals around waterfalls, during which they display behavior that seems to suggest that they experience wonder, awe and bliss while interacting with the natural beauty of water. From an integral perspective, we can therefore perhaps best conclude that the domains of experience are like a spectrum of possibilities, and that various types of animals are developed to differing degrees across each of these 4 domains. Within the physical domain, for instance, black marlin fish are reported to be the fastest swimmers at 129 kilometers or 80 miles per hour. Cheetahs are reported to be the fastest sprinters at 120 kilometers or 75 miles per hour. And white-tailed jackrabbits are reported to be the highest jumpers at 6.4 meters or 21 feet. The activities of human beings in these areas are relatively unimpressive. However, within the existential or spiritual domain, human beings, as far as we can tell, appear to be involved in a large number of behaviors that other animal species do not display as demonstrably as we do, such as philosophizing about the nature of reality, producing art related to the impermanence of all life, and engaging in scientific experiments to fathom the origin of our universe.